Many thanks for joining us on Aso Briefing today. I am Joy Annie. Our top stories. President Tinubu orders investigation into Kano market fire. FCT Minister of State Mariam Mahmood sympathizes with victims of Kano market inferno, urges swift relief. In FCT Council election, 572 candidates vie for 68 positions. And of course, in business, FDN reiterates commitment to unlocking Nigeria's economic potential through the power of infrastructure development. You're watching Aso Briefing. We're live on the STV channel 392, also on Star Times TV channel 127 and Free TV channel 507. We're also on the YouTube band on channel 38. Now straight to all our stories. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has called for an investigation into the fire outbreak that occurred in Singer Market, Kano State, that destroyed shops and goods worth 5 billion naira. The president, via the Special Advisor on Information and Strategy, Bayo Nanuga, in a statement on Sunday, said President Tinubu had earlier reached out to Kano State Governor Abba Yusuf to obtain a situation report on the fire. He commiserated with traders and people of the state over the devastating fire incident, which he described as tragic. The blaze reported started at about 4 p.m. on Sunday and continued to burn late into the night. Emergency responders from the Kano State Fire Service, supported by the fire service and some private organization, battled the inferno for several hours as traders attempted to salvage their goods. The fire affected parts of the market, including the Gidangalas section, where shops and property were damaged. Governor Abba Yusuf, who later visited the scene on Saturday night to access the situation, called on the federal government to intervene by providing modern firefighting equipment, including air support and other critical tools to help contain the fire and prevent future recurrences. Now, the Minister of State, Federal Capital Territory, has, Dr. Mariam Mahmood, has expressed deep sorrow over the tragic market inferno that recently occurred in Kano State, resulting in the lives and loss of destruction of naira and means of livelihood. In a statement by the minister's media aide, Austin Ilumwe, the minister described the incident as heartbreaking and a painful setback to hard-work traders, those whose daily efforts sustain families and contribute significantly to the local economy. Now, she noted that the loss suffered by victims goes beyond material possessions, touching the very foundation of their hopes and aspiration. Dr. Mariam Mahmood extended her heartfelt condolences to the families of those who lost their lives, as well as traders and business owners whose shops and goods were destroyed in the unfortunate incident. She prayed for the peaceful repose of the souls of the departed and for strength, comfort, and resilience for all those affected. The minister also called on relevant authorities and emergency management agencies to intensify efforts aimed at preventing future occurrences through improved safety standards, fire prevention measures, and public awareness. She also urged timely support and relief for victims to help them recover and rebuild their lives. Now, it could be recalled that the fire destroyed over 1,000 businesses and caused estimated 5 billion naira damages, while 7 people were initially reported missing in Singer Kano Market Inferno. Now back to the FCT. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Barrister Nyesom Wike, has reaffirmed this commitment of the FCT administration to initiatives that promote peace, unity, and sustainable development in the nation's capital. The minister made this known at the coronation and installation ceremony of district head, members of the Royal Council, and other traditional title holders by the Aso Kwali. The colorful ceremony took place at the late Alhaji Gambo Memorial Town in Kwali, Abuja. Let's hear more on that report.
The event was marked by a rich display of culture and tradition with dances and music from various ethnic groups within and outside Kwali Area Council, adding color and excitement to the occasion. Represented at the event by the Monday Secretary, Area Council's Services Secretariat, Honorable Bitrus Lawrence Gariki, who was also among the recipients, the Minister, Barrister Yesun Wike, described traditional institutions as a vital bridge between the people and government, noting their role in grassroots governance and conflict resolution.
As a government, we recognize that traditional institutions plays a vital role in extending the dividends of democracy to the people. Through you, policies reach the grassroots. Through you, peace is sustained. Through you, trust is built between government and the governed.
In her remarks, the FCT Acting Head of Service, Mrs. Nancy Sabantinatan, described governance as an all-inclusive process that brings order and stability to an organized society.
You can see there are women, there are men, and everybody is there. So the community is fully represented, and we pray that they will take their lessons seriously and also serve their people with all the dedication that is needed.
The chairman of the occasion and Niger State chairman of the Council of Traditional Rulers, Esunupe Alhaji Yahya Abubakar, congratulated the newly installed title holders and prayed for sustained peace and harmony in the land. Earlier, the Esu Kwali Luka Ayedo Nizasan III said the selection of the new council members and title holders was aimed at strengthening the traditional institutions and supporting efforts to move the chiefdom forward. Welcoming guests, the chairman of Kwali Area Council, Mr. Dalladi Chia, described the event as a clear demonstration of the unity and collective spirit of the people.
I want to sincerely congratulate all the chieftaincy title holders here, the district heads, the village heads, the tribal heads, and all the heads that are traditionally being ordained today by His Royal Highness the Aso Briefing.
Your loyalty is to this particular chiefdom, and we expect you to give your best to all responsibilities that will be given to you. Congratulations and God bless you.
We are here just to mark and then confirm some titles in some of us to go about governance in Kwale Area Council, so that every tribe and settler will have sense of belonging.
One of the major highlights that drew admiration from guests was the Kwali Area Council chairman, also among the newly installed title holders as Makaman Kwali, who personally joined the Old Ladi Kwali cultural troupe where he once belonged to entertain audience. The ceremony climaxed with the oaths taken by the newly installed and coronated traditional title holders, followed by the paying of homage to the Esu of Kwali. Abdullahi Mukhtar, Aso Television News.
Well, we do apologize for that mix-up. Let's take the Kwali story again. We told you that the chairman of Kwali Area Council, Mr. Danladi Chia, has said that all necessary arrangements have been concluded for Saturday's Federal Capital Territory (FCT) Area Council elections. Mr. Chia disclosed this in an interview with our correspondent Abdullahi Mukhtar, who is in Kwali. The chairman, who is also the FCT chapter chairman of the Association of Local Governments of Nigeria, ALGON, said the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has commenced the distribution of non-sensitive election materials, assuring residents of a free, fair and credible electoral process. He further disclosed that security agencies have been fully mobilized to ensure a peaceful conduct of the election across the area councils.
The Honorable Minister and the party and the leadership of this country have ensured that all security agencies have been deployed. All materials that are supposed to be meant for the election, non-sensitive material, have started arriving, and that's to tell you that there is going to be free and fair election.
Now, Mr. Chia, while expressing confidence in the ruling party, said the achievements recorded so far under the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu gave him strong belief that the APC will emerge victorious in Kwali Area Council and other area councils in the FCT.
We are on ground. It's not because of anything, but because we have performed. So we are very, very, very much assured that by the grace of God, that APC is going to return victorious at the end of the day in Kwali Area Council, and if possible, among other area councils like Abaji, Amak, and so many other area councils that are APC area council, so that we will return APC to the government at the end of the day. We have no reason to fear Mr. President, because the Renewed Hope agenda have shown, and we have seen, we have touched.
The FCT ALGON chairman therefore called on all FCT residents to come out en masse to perform their civic responsibility by voting for candidates of their choice, while advising them to remain peaceful before, during and after the elections. Now, still on the FCT, a total of 572 candidates will contest the February 21st Federal Capital Territory FCT Area Council elections, battling for 68 chairmanship, vice chairmanship and councillorship position across the 6 area council. Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) says the candidates were nominated by 16 political parties, including the ruling All Progressives Congress and the opposition People's Democratic Party. Of the total, 65 candidates are vying for chairmanship and vice chairmanship seats, while 507 are contesting for 62 councillorship positions. INEC data also shows low inclusion, with all chairmanship candidates being men and no representation for persons living with disability. Only Abuja Municipal Area Council recorded limited female participation across chairmanship, vice chairmanship and councillorship contest. Meanwhile, earlier in a statement, the FCT Minister Barrister Nyesom Wike says he will support only candidates backing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's re-election, regardless of party, insisting he owes no apology for stance. Well, when Aso Briefing returned, Nigeria-Angola signs agreement to ease movement of diplomats and government officials. To stay with us.
We were warned about this marriage. Because we did not listen, a young maiden is dead.
Nana, come here. Hi. Why do you speak so freely with a stranger from Ajani?
We were just talking about offering Ojigijag a seat on the council.
The gods be praised. He has 2 wives. So why are you making it look like it is a big deal?
You're watching Aso Briefing. We're live on DSTV channel 392, also on Star Times TV channel 127 and Free TV channel 507. We are also on the UHF band on channel 38. Now, to the rest of our stories. Over 10,000 youths from across the 36 states and the FCT gathered in Abuja in search of their political future. The National President, Youth Progressive and Empowerment Initiative, the YPI, Comrade Prince Barnabas Ishia, led the movement. Chopsy Gimba has the details.
The National President Youth Progressive Empowerment Initiative (YPEI), Comrade Prince Barnabas Ishaya said the youth of the country has been abandoned for too long and said to organize a conference to build unity among them was necessary. Comrade Ishaya tasked them to participate in all the electoral processes and to ensure they have their permanent voters' cards as a tool to decide for their political future.
Those that are here to join this movement is a movement that is for all Nigerians, and is a movement that trying to bring a good leadership in Nigeria, and also making sure that every youth vote counted. And I'm trying to encourage each and every Nigerian youth to make sure you obtain your voters card, because your voters card is your right. Without voters card, the change you are looking for, it will not happen in this country. So thank you, because I believe the almost 20 million youth we have under this platform, they are all having their voters card, which they are ready for election come 2027, and which our member will always educate them to register to have their voters card, which is permanent voters card.
The representative to the Minister of Defense, General Christopher Musa, retired, Barrister Braham, said the Minister of Defense enjoined the youth to live in peace with one another. He said that the war against insurgency is being defeated and urged Nigerians, particularly the youth, to support government policies for better Nigeria.
To unite, because only when we have unity that we're going to have a progressive nation. No development will foster without unity and security. So we should be vanguard of change. We should also be vanguard in all our communities to ensure that nothing hinders the peace of each and every one of us living in various communities. So this is the message we have, and this is what we call every youth who is present here today to take it back to his various communities, to preach for peace, and also preach for unity, and also participate in nation development.
Speaking to the Benue State Coordinator, Comrade Amos Akwage thanked the National President Youth Progressives and Empowerment Initiative (YPEI), Comrade Prince Barnabas Ishaya, for organizing the conference. The conference ended up with a strong resolve to pool over 30 million youth for the 2027 elections. Topsy Gimba, Aso Television News.
The Federal Ministry of Works says it has concluded its national media tour of the Northeast, visiting ongoing projects on the Mambila Plateau in Saudwana local government area of Taraba State. Let's join our correspondent Olina Dojo for more on that report.
During the tour, the project visited include the reconstruction and rehabilitation of the Beli, Sarti, Gashaka, Gembu, and the construction of Gembu, Umbanga, Yeng Lip Road. The Gembu Umbanga Yeng Lip Road, which links to the Cameroon border, highlights a renewed hope under the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. It will be recalled that during the 1961 UN plebiscites on the former northern Cameroon, it voted to join Nigeria, thereby creating the Sardauna province on June 1, 1961. And most importantly, the construction of the road was one of the conditions given then by the communities for being part of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, which was accepted, promised, but remained unfulfilled for a long time. The Mbadwa of Umbanga Chiefdom, His Royal Highness Alhaji Saleh Mbondu, expressed profound appreciation to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the Minister of Works, Engineer David Umahi, for bringing a remarkable federal presence to his domain. He noted significant improvements including trade, tourism, investment and commerce, travel time, movement connectivity, as well as access to health care. The Federal Controller of Works in Taraba State, Engineer Ibrahim Usman, had earlier explained that the project, which is located on the Mambila Plateau, commenced on January 13, 2025 and is scheduled for completion by July 12, 2027. Another project inspected by the team was the reconstruction and rehabilitation of Beli, Sarti, Gashaka, Gembu Road, approximately 235 kilometers long, which is being funded under the NNPC tax credit scheme. Some of the projects inaugurated in the zone is the special intervention on field section caused by flooding along the Jalingo, Mutumbiu, Tela, Wukari Road. This vital artillery, according to the Federal Controller of Works, links the northeastern states of Nigeria with the north central and southern states, including the FCT, through Makurdi, stressing that its socio-economic status cannot be denied. Inaugurating the project on behalf of the Minister of Works, Senator David Umahi, the chairman of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, Taraba State Branch, Comrade Matthew Jeng, applauded the president and minister for the various road projects in the state. Paulina Adojo, Aso Radio News. Paulina Adojo, Aso Television News.